Oh.
Oh.
Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Won't Grow Up podcast with me, Kat Fyson.
And me, Liam Underwood. And in this episode, you want a bit more structure because you were very unhappy with the last one.
That's overstating it a little bit. I was a bit unhappy I just felt like it was quite messy, the last episode.
A bit.
It was very messy last episode.
Yeah, but that's what conversations are like.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what life is like. Life doesn't have set
but wasn't it
structure.
The last episode where I can't. It was just not quite right.
It wasn't quite right. It wasn't to catch impeccably high standards.
I don't want it to be too structured because then it gets a bit
boring.
Yeah.
But
just a little. Maybe we'll just go for it and see what happens.
All right. So what structure do you want then?
Well, I think we should maybe have a little bit of a sort of catch up. What's gone on since we last recorded?
Okay.
What has gone on since we last recorded?
I don't know.
Come on.
I've had no time to prepare and think about this sort of thing.
Okay.
Put me on the spot.
To be fair, most of what we've been doing is watching The Defenders.
Yeah, that was good.
We just started watching
Atypical, which is really right up my street.
Yeah.
More about that later. All cliffhangers.
Oh. Okay. And not a lot else really. We've not really.
No, there's stuff that's happened, but I feel like it warrants its own episode.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Alright then. That's a bit ominous, but sure.
No, but I mean like career stuff and that.
Okay.
So...
Yeah.
Again,
just
cliffhangers.
All the cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Okay then.
But how have you been as a person?
As a person, I've been good. I've been busy with work and stuff.
Excellent.
As a person, how have you been?
Yeah, just living my life.
Okay.
Been playing PlayStation.
Yeah.
The thing is, I go through phases with things.
Yeah,
so
that's very true.
It's often I'll be in a movie phase and I'm just movies all day, every day, love it, can't get enough of those in my face. But lately it's been more PlayStation.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm kind of just... I had a couple of moments where I was like, I should watch a movie just because I've got a lot to watch, and I was like, I felt obligated.
Yeah.
And then I was like, to be honest, I might as well just ride this phase wave.
Phase wave?
Because, I know... Yeah, and I know it'll crash at some point, and then I'll probably be back into the movies or TV or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So, instead of, trying to, force myself to watch movies when I'm not really in the mood...
You just wait for the mood to come back.
Exactly.
Fair enough. One thing I did want to mention during this sort of catching up segment that this has now become...
Yeah.
That I have... Because I think last time we were talking about podcasts in general, why we decided to podcast, etc. And I basically said that I hadn't listened to any podcasts, or not very many.
Yeah.
Whereas now I've listened to quite a few.
Probably more than me, to be honest.
Probably more than you, because I've been listening to some sort of entrepreneur podcasts.
Yeah, motivational stuff. But also been listening to CulturePopAGoGo, which is great. Yeah, I listened to their most recent episode where it was just 2 of them.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that one yet.
That was a good one.
But yeah, so now that we've started doing this podcast, and we haven't given up on it yet, which hopefully we won't, I have decided to listen to more to understand the medium a bit better.
Yeah, and apparently to get into the habit of doing something, it needs to take 6 weeks.
Well, it's basically been
week. Yeah, we're over 2 weeks. It's episode 3, so we're coming up to 6 weeks. So
there's no signs of stopping.
You could be stuck with us.
Yeah.
But should we get onto the main event then?
All right then. So in this episode, we decided for some reason,
inspired by CulturePopAGoGo, to be fair.
Yeah, that was inspired by one of their older episodes. We decided to talk about our celebrity crushes.
Yeah, because for anyone that's not aware, there's this thing called the guilt-free 3, which there's a Friends episode about it. It's a popular thing.
Yeah, most people will probably know about that.
If you don't, it's basically celebrities that if you were to happen to bump into perchance and hit it off, you're allowed to have sex with them.
Guilt-free.
Yeah, your other half can't whinge or moan or nag or
he can't do any of those things.
I wouldn't. The thing is, there's a slight caveat that I've added to the guilt-free 3.
Yeah.
In that there's a lot of beautiful women in the world.
Right.
So I've like written out my list. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's more than 3.
Yeah, just a few more than 3.
But that's just because there's so much beauty in the world, and it would be a shame to deprive it.
So in all fairness, mine is probably more than 3, but it's probably about 2 more than 3. I made a list of 5.
Don't be worried. I'm not going to just sit here and read out a list of names.
That wouldn't be very exciting.
I've had to narrow it down to a top 10.
Oh, God. Poor you.
Yeah. Well,
poor you.
This is the other thing. Another like little addition I want to make is this was after just like 5 minutes of research. So I'm sorry if there's anyone that I've missed.
I took like 20 minutes just coming up with 5.
Oh no, this was easy.
Yeah.
This was really. There's
don't
just.
deny that.
It's just. It's something I like to think about when I'm bored and alone.
So, how are we going to do this then? Are we going to alternate? Are you going to give yours first? Should I give mine first? How do you want to do it?
I think we should alternate.
Right. Well, I've got 5 and you've picked out
10.
A 10 out of your much longer list.
Yeah.
So, do you want to start?
Okay.
And you can just tag your extra 5 on at the end after I've done mine.
Yeah. Or I could do 2 and you could do 1.
Okay, that also works.
Do you want me?
You're probably about to ask this, but is this in a particular order?
Yeah, it is. Do you want me to read it in like kind of build up to number 1, which is obvious? Anyone who knows me will know my number 1.
But that's not really how I'm doing mine.
Yeah, that's fine. This is just my list that I care about. I don't really care about yours.
Well, fine.
So how do you want me to do it? Do you want me to do it in reverse or start at the best and work backwards? Also,
I'll leave it up to you.
Can I point out, like, I am aware that it's a bit, like, you might be thinking it's a little bit questionable for someone to just sit down and rank women. And yes, it is.
Because digging himself out of a hole.
This was what I was asked to do.
No, I didn't ask you to. You wanted to do it.
I was really excited to do this. But anyway, also, in a list like this... No, I've just got to cover myself. In a list like this, it doesn't matter where you rank. There's no losers. Everyone on this list is a winner in my eyes.
It's a winner. Wow.
I mean, they might not think that necessarily.
Okay.
All right.
You've done all your caveats now, so you're just going to get on with your list. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so go for it.
I'm going to do it in reverse order. So starting at number 10, this is a new addition to the list. They just snuck on there last night. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When we watched the first episode of Atypical.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. It's lundy-paine.
I'm going to go ahead and guess that you've probably pronounced it wrong, knowing you and how you pronounce names.
But so she plays this sister on Atypical.
Yeah.
And it's because it's so early days, I don't know if I love her or I love the character she plays, because I've not seen her in anything else.
I looked her up and she's not really in very much.
No, exactly.
A couple of like one-off, but this is her first series, I think.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping that this will like be a good springboard to have her in other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So like honestly, when she comes on the screen, it just makes me so happy. She
does play a really good character. She's sort of a bit kind of I don't know how to describe her really. She's a little bit brash.
Quite sassy, which is the thing I like.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that we might try and do is see how the people we've chosen compare to the other person.
Okay.
But like what similarities they might share.
Yeah.
Not compare. Compare might be the wrong way.
It was.
Yeah.
But like maybe if there's you have a particular type or there's a connection between your celebrity crushes.
My type is hot.
Okay.
Also, this list, like it kind of moves quite fluidly. So today this is the top 10. That could
but if
change
you ask
tomorrow.
him again tomorrow, it will be different.
Yeah, like if they get married or pregnant or something, they're gonna slip.
How about if they change sexuality?
That doesn't change their ranking on the list.
We'll get to that a bit later though.
So yeah, Bridget Lundy-Paine in at number 10. Do I do number 9 now? I'm gonna do 2 and you're gonna do 1 because I've got 10 and you got 5.
Yeah.
So number 9. Speaking of changing sexuality.
Oh, I didn't realise it was this early on the list.
Yeah. Well, no, this is late, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, but early in discussing. Yeah.
Kristen Stewart, which I know is probably going to be a controversial choice.
It is a controversial choice because I don't see it.
And the other thing is, people have this like perception of her that she's really like moody, but I don't think
you'd probably like that.
No, I don't even think that's how she is. I think that's just like how she is when she's doing like press tour specifically for Twilight.
I think that's how I would be if I was in her position.
But like,
I would just kind of, you wouldn't really want to be doing all that bit. You just want to be doing the acting.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, a lot of people associate her with Twilight, but I first saw her in like Into the Wild and then Adventureland, and kind of good. I fell for her in those movies before. I still like her in Twilight. Don't get me wrong.
You love Twilight.
Yeah, but someone has to. And it's me and a load of like teenage girls, and then those teenage girls' mums.
Yes.
But yeah, so Kristen Stewart, controversial, but I like it.
Yeah.
And also, she goes through a lot of different looks, and some of the looks aren't as good as others.
No, but her shorter hair looks are not my favourite.
No, but she's number 9 on my list, and I don't really mind most of her looks.
Most of her looks.
Also, if you do fancy her, there's a film called On the Road, and she gets topless in that, just if anyone was curious.
That's a handy tip for everybody. But you haven't really touched upon the sexuality aspect there, have you?
I don't know her sexuality, because she's dated guys, and now she's dated girls, so I would assume bisexual, but then she had that Saturday Night Live thing where she was doing her monologue, and she was like, I'm so gay, because she was talking about Donald Trump and his weird interest in her love life.
Yeah.
So I don't mind what sexuality it is, because I could just watch.
Wow. Shall we go for my... I'll try and rank mine as best I can.
I think I know... I don't think there's going to be any surprises on yours.
No.
Whereas there might be a couple of surprises on mine.
So I think my number 5...
Okay.
And this might be the only one that could surprise you, but I don't think it will.
Okay.
Is Mr. Andrew Lincoln.
That's not a surprise at all.
It's not a surprise at all. Rick Grimes.
I have a question.
Okay.
With his real voice or with his Rick Grimes voice?
I love both.
Okay.
Look, his real voice is a nice surprise.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, like, before The Walking Dead, obviously seen him in Love Actually, and briefly in that, is it Teachers or something that he's in?
Yeah.
I didn't really regularly watch that, but occasionally caught it on TV. He looks so young in that now.
He looks so young in Love Actually as well.
Baby.
And now you're all about old man Grumpy Rick.
Grumpy Rick, yeah.
Yeah.
Less of the beard, not a fan of the Rick beard.
I like the Rick beard.
No. But yeah, Andrew Lincoln is a hot tamale.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
How does he compare, like, what similarities do I share with him?
Not the face. You're both British.
Right, cool.
That's about where it starts and ends.
Cool. That's good. Also, people will realise this, but a lot of your likes, for some reason, are a lot older than you.
Yeah. But the thing is like, I can't think of any younger actors or musicians or whatever else that I find attractive.
No, I think you could if you really tried. What about Tom Holland?
No, he looks like a baby.
He's too young. He's a little baby.
He's a baby.
There's probably some. What about Chris Evans?
No.
No?
I don't find Chris Evans attractive.
Wow. Shots fired.
But yeah, let's move on to your next one.
I mean, I've just like said that there's a lot of beauty in the world and I like it all, and you're now here and I don't find that attractive. Next one for me,
Different
number 8.
strokes, mate.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Annalee Tipton.
I've got no idea who that is.
So she's in this movie with Miles Teller called 2 Night Stand that I made you watch.
Yeah.
And she's adorable, and she's not in a lot. And I kind of would like to see her in more because I want to see more.
The final 10.
Oh, she's just brilliant. She's cute, but also kind of like a little bit dorky, which I quite like, and that's where you would share the comparison,
a little bit.
The similarity. Yeah. Also, it might be worth when you're editing this to like put images.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of work.
Or maybe not then. So yeah, she's number 8, and then number 7.
Yep.
This is no surprise. I love her short shorts. Kaylee Kuko from The Big Bang Theory. That's where most people would know her, Penny. But honestly, like I saw her in 8 Simple Rules, and at that age and at that time, I preferred the other sister.
Yeah, she played a really annoying character in 8 Simple Rules, whereas in The Big Bang Theory, she starts off a little bit annoying. But her character development is really good, especially her relationship with Sheldon.
She wears a lot of short shorts, and I'm all about that.
You're not gonna like credit her on her acting ability.
No, acting's good. She can rock short hair as well as long hair, which is impressive.
That's
not everyone can do
acting.
It. No, she's good at acting. Don't get me wrong, but I've only really seen her acting in The Big Bang Theory. I haven't seen her in movies or anything.
Rules, but nothing bigger than that.
And she's fine in it. But
I just felt like it might be worth pointing out more than just that she.
No, the short shorts are like the number one. Like that's what I'm attracted to is how she wears the short shorts.
What am I dating?
She's got nice legs.
Some sort of like sexist.
It's not sexist.
I don't know.
I'm sure men could rock short shorts too.
Yeah, maybe.
I could think of one, but we'll get to that. And that's my next two. On to your one.
God, it's so horrible when I know where you're going with things.
The funny thing is, some of the people watching will probably know where I'm going as well.
Know. Anyone who knows you will know where that's going. Okay, so number 4 on my list.
Yes.
Is one of 2 Ryans.
Okay, so either I don't want to spoil things, but I know it's
Gosling.
I reckon. Yeah, obviously. I was going to say I reckon it's going to be Gosling first.
Yeah, it's Gosling first.
Yeah.
I don't really know how much more I need to explain about that.
No, he is.
He's good looking. He's a great actor.
Emma Stone said it best in Crazy Stupid Love, where she said he looks like he's been photoshopped.
Although I'm not crazy on the like loads of abs thing.
No, but it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. But if they do look overly chiseled, I don't.
That's why you're with me.
I find that less attractive.
Yeah, that's why I look this way.
You're just ab free because as soon as you start getting those abs, I'm like, oh no, that doesn't look legit.
Exactly.
No, thank you.
Don't want those. Not about that life.
No, Ryan Gosling, I think I like because
he's a beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man. He's good at acting, but also I think that he always comes across really well in interviews and stuff. Like he just seems quite down to earth.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to try hard when he's doing press and things like that.
No.
And there's something attractive about that.
Yeah, he seems really cool as well.
Yeah,
just like effortlessly cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him too.
Good
that's a good list.
Yeah. Oh, I've still got more left.
Yeah, I know, but I do 2 and then you do 1.
No, but you said that's a good list, like I was done. There's more.
No, I meant like that's a good addition to your list.
Okay, great. I know.
Next.
Yeah.
This one might be a surprise to you.
Yeah.
Kat Dennings.
That's not a surprise to me.
Now, if anyone's seen Kat Dennings and they've seen you, they might see where the similarities lie. I don't want to say it, so I'm going to let you say it.
I'll just point.
I'll point too.
Okay, that's enough pointing now.
But not only does Kat Dennings have...
So your last one on your list was for her bum.
Yeah.
And this one's basically just for her boobs.
No, I love her voice as well.
Yeah, she's got that nice gravelly voice that I wish I had.
And I love her in Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Yeah.
I like her in Thor, but I feel like she's underused in that film.
Yeah, she's not really used very much at all.
No, and there's other films I've seen her in, but the films themselves aren't that great. Like, she's good in them, but the films aren't that great.
I don't understand why she's not bigger. She's not done more stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't.
She's good, and she seems to crop up it, and she had that TV series.
I think she's still got it, The Two Pro Girls.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still going, but I think it might be.
Possibly, but...
She was successful enough to run for a fair few seasons.
Yeah.
It wasn't... Again, though, it wasn't... She's in stuff that isn't great, so it's hard to,
that's the thing. Yeah.
But she is great.
That's what I don't understand, Like, why is she not being offered better things because of her acting ability?
And she's a big advocate on Twitter of, like, animal charities and stuff in the LA area where she lives. So, yeah, I like her. She's lovely. And she's number 6 on my list. And then number 5... which is kind of she's kind of been more around recently because of a certain TV show that's kind of taken the world by storm.
Oh.
Any guesses?
No.
Emilia Clarke.
Oh, of course. Who should have known.
Obviously in Game of Thrones.
So I think that I love Emilia Clarke. I love her. And I think for you, it's not necessarily the looks.
No, it's the way
the
that...
looks help by definitely.
This is going to sound probably meaner than I intend it to, because I don't intend it to sound mean at all.
It's going to.
But I love the way her face kind of scrunches up when she smiles and laughs.
Yeah. Why would that sound...
I don't know, when you say someone's face scrunches up, it doesn't... Like, the word scrunch...
She's got a really cute face, right?
Yeah.
But she's also very funny.
Yeah.
And quite quirky and dorky, and again, like you were saying with...
Annalie Tipton.
That one. Annalie Tipton.
And that's the thing, like, Emilia Clarke, like, I don't even think is that attractive in Game of Thrones.
Oh no, not in Game of Thrones.
She's way more attractive with like the brunette hair, which I'm a big fan of, obviously. And yeah, I mean, we've seen all of her in Game of Thrones, so I know what I'm buying with that, essentially. If you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
I love her. She's brilliant.
Yeah.
But like you said, we've got to just reiterate, it's more... This one is less physical features and more... I just think she's wonderful. And she's like... The other thing is she's so cute and adorable and just lovely that it like... I don't know. I'll
pick that any day over the physical appearance.
I'll take what I can get. Moving on.
Yeah, shall I do my next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is... Can you guess?
Is it another Ryan?
No.
I'm not sure then.
Okay, it's Tom Hardy.
Oh, I could have guessed that.
Tom Hardy. Who doesn't love Tom Hardy? I speak to middle-aged women at work who love Tom Hardy. And I love Tom Hardy.
Okay, here's the thing. I like Tom Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
I have issues with his voice.
He's got a weird accent.
Like, Andrew Lincoln does 2 different voices and both are great. Tom Hardy does like a million
different voices and they're all strange.
None of them are just like, that sounds good.
You were watching Locke recently,
and
I sort of half was watching bits of it. His Welsh was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it was.
Considering that he has
he's London, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like, I think he's like East End of London.
Yeah, he doesn't sound it.
He does sometimes, but he also sounds a little bit posher, and it's a weird combination of both.
It is strange.
I think it's probably, and I could be wrong, so I don't know this for sure.
Theories.
But conspiracy theory. I think it's because he probably went to drama school.
Yeah, true.
So that
and
more
they like
kind of like
that sort of thing.
The eloquent way of speaking was probably taught to him, but is still kind of combined with. But it's not his voice really that.
Also, you were saying with Gosling that you don't like physique, and Tom Hardy is like he's gone from super buff, like Bane buff.
I don't like the big buff.
Okay.
I'm not gonna, turn him away.
No, obviously.
Obviously, but it's not my favourite. I prefer the sort of more lean look.
Okay.
So when he's a bit smaller, it's preferable.
Yeah.
But I'm not fussy.
No, if you had to beef up for a movie role and he was dating you, that's not a problem, is it?
No, it's not a problem with that. And I also think one of the things that makes him like ultra attractive is how much he loves dogs.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
He's like,
and that's where I share that similarity with him.
You do love dogs, but you're also allergic to them and won't let me have one. So
yeah.
Not quite the same.
Well, I love dogs, but I don't love sneezing everywhere.
No.
So that's why you're not allowed one.
But you just have to like get up right in that dog's grill because you love them and they love you.
Yeah.
Like my family's pet dog, Dexter, adores him and I don't know why.
I can think of a few reasons.
He wouldn't get fussed from anyone and then you came along and he was loving it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tom Hardy was the next person on my list.
Makes sense.
He is also a very good actor, I feel I should also mention.
Fair enough.
All of mine are actors. I haven't got any...
Any musicians?
No.
I think you could have probably thought of maybe a couple. But
like?
Bruno Mars?
No, I'm not attracted to him. I just
Justin Timberlake.
Music. Yeah, he's attractive.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Dan, he would have been my number 6.
Okay, yeah, I think you should have spent more time on a list and you might have got to 10. Anyway, number 4 for Liam. Yeah. Margot Robbie.
Fair play.
I mean, if you do show a picture, that's why. And if you don't, Google Margot Robbie. It's obvious.
What do you mean if you do show a picture that...
Because she's just like, just so...
attractive.
But like, not even like, just so like stereotypically attractive. Do you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
Just real, like... If you were to say to someone, think of someone just beautiful... it would make sense for them to be like, yeah, Margot Robbie. Like,
yeah, maybe.
But no, I really like. I like the accent, the Australian accent.
Australia.
That's nice. I don't know what that was.
Australian.
Does not sound like Margot Robbie. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I like the accent, and I like how she comes across in interviews and stuff, as well as her acting. Like, her acting is really good.
She's quite funny, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
She is. So
that's always a perk.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of hers. Don't really need to explain much more than that. It's just obvious. And then number 3.
It's just obvious.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Emma Stone.
Yes.
Who, like, a lot of people were
100%.
maybe aware of her more recently for La La Land, but ever since Superbad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I think
I get that.
This is the thing with Emma Stone. Like, again, really good looking. Not like conventionally good looking, like Margot Robbie necessarily, but still like right up my street. But also funny, really funny, and I think
she's not. I think that she's a bit. You remember when everyone went sort of like crazy for Jennifer Lawrence because she was like
she was so Tumblr.
Well, that's not really how I would describe it, and we're not going to go into your grievances with Tumblr.
Yeah.
But she was quite sort of like bolshy and like
very like herself.
She was very like down to earth in a way, and just and she was it. What awards was it where she fell over?
Oscars.
She just that sort of stuff just kind of made her more human to people. I think. And Emma Stone has
that ability.
She has that, and she's been rocking that ability for a long time. But nobody's really kind of paid that much attention.
That's a good point. Like, I think when you watch like actresses and stuff on like chat shows and that, you can tell that there's like an element of guardedness there, where they're showing like a percentage of themselves, but you never feel like you're necessarily seeing like the real them necessarily, whereas you do with Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone.
Yeah. I mean, they could be, acting, funnily enough.
Like Jennifer Lawrence
doesn't seem like that. They seem genuine.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence, I don't think is even on this list somewhere, but she would be. She
just missed out.
Yeah, I like Jennifer Lawrence, but Emma Stone, ever since Superbad, to be honest, because I just think with La La Land, if people know her from that, they maybe don't know how funny she can be.
She was quite good in
Easy A. Yeah, Superbad. She was in a couple of other stuff like The Help that I haven't seen.
No, I've not seen that.
She was good in Crazy Stupid Love with your Mr. Gosling.
My Mr. Gosling.
So yeah, in at number 3, so we're getting like pretty high on this list now.
Yeah.
Emma Stone.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it time for my number 2 now?
I believe it is, yeah.
My number 2.
Is it another Ryan?
It is another Ryan.
Reynolds.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds. And I know that people will probably be like, oh, it's just because of Deadpool. But it's definitely not.
It's been longer than that, hasn't it?
It's been longer than that. I really liked Two Guys and a Girl on a Pizza Place that he was in.
Yeah. Van Wilder.
Van Wilder is he in the second? He's not in the second.
No, that's
I've only seen the first
which has
one.
Someone on my list on it, and is in The Walking Dead. It's all connected. That has Lauren Cohan in it.
She didn't make your top 10 though.
She didn't make top 10, but she's on my list.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, I've been a fan of Ryan Reynolds for a while. I haven't seen all his sort of like crappy looking rom-coms, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he had a little phase,
didn't he? He did have a phase, and I don't think I've seen any of them.
McConaughey had a little rom-com phase too,
he did a McConaughey.
But he was in Green Lantern, sorry.
Not seen that.
And he was in X-Men Origins, Wolverine.
Have unfortunately seen that.
Not great.
No, but Deadpool, very good. Deadpool I loved.
Yeah.
I kind of knew I would.
Hitman's Bodyguard he was in recently.
Yeah, which we saw the other day, which was alright.
Yeah.
It was okay.
But I think, again, with him, it's more how he comes across in interviews and stuff.
Yeah, and he's also very funny on Twitter.
He is, yeah.
But yeah, how he comes across in interviews, he's Canadian.
He has a kid, though.
He's got a couple of kids.
Has he got more than
2 little girls, I think, yeah.
Canadian's a big plus, though.
Yeah. A++.
Some of mine are Canadian. I've got a Canadian coming up.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah. So how does he compare, like, what are the similarities I share?
Well, he quite often rocks a bit of stubble, like you've got.
Cool. Can grow stubble.
Yeah.
Tick.
You're quite funny. He's quite funny.
Yeah. I'll probably look good in a Deadpool suit.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows? But
cover the face. Who can tell?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. I think he'd probably be a bit tall for me, though. Yeah, I think he's quite tall.
Yeah, no, probably.
I'm not really like big on the really tall.
No,
for obvious quite reasons, short.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my number 2.
Alright, so like I was saying before, a lot of this list can be quite fluid. Like, there was a long period of time where Mila Kunis was my number 3.
Where's she gone?
She's still on there, but she got married and pregnant. So she fell right off. She is, but now she's got kids.
She's still funny too.
Yeah, she is, but she got kids.
Don't some of these other people have kids that are on your list?
Yeah, but not, I don't think, any of the top 10.
You might want to check on that.
I might have to.
Yeah.
But, you know, so to get knocked off the top 10, kids is the biggest way to knock yourself off.
Right.
And then marriage is the second biggest way. And Kaylee Cuoco's married, so that's why she's just hanging in at number 7.
Oh, she's almost off.
But if she gets kids,
that's it. She's gone.
Done.
Out of here.
This is just this sounded like
this is morally wrong.
This sounded like a really good idea, especially like when
I'm happy with how I'm coming across.
Yeah, when we listened to the CulturePopAGoGo episode, I was like, oh, this is a really good idea, and it just sounds so innocent and sweet.
And then you just get us two talking about it, and it's just gone out
specifically
the window.
Me, I think.
Most definitely.
Anyway, as I was saying, the rest of this is quite fluid. She was number 3. She's not anymore. The top 2 does not change.
Never.
And I don't think kids on marriage would even change these.
No, that is serious. I mean,
these are like the creme de la creme.
Okay.
Like the tippity top.
Oh, let's not keep them in any more suspense. Yeah.
Number 2, you may know her as Black Widow. I'd like to call her Scarlett Johansson.
I know her as ScarJo.
Yeah, ScarJo.
And I can 100% get on board with this because
she goes through a lot of different hair colours and all of them work.
I mean, it's totally unfair. As a woman, that is so unfair.
Because I normally am more drawn towards the brunette. Yeah. Although there are a couple of blondes that snuck onto this list, because why not? But ScarJo,
variation.
ScarJo does it all. Just amazing. Just her figure is great.
She's got like the perfect figure that I think that
the voice.
Yeah.
Love the voice.
Love the voice.
Lost in Translation, that opening shot where it just sort of tracks along her body is like perfect cinema, and it's purely because
you just sound really creepy now.
Number 2, Scarlett Johansson. Not in a creepy way.
That sounded really creepy.
What?
The perfect cinema. Like, what's not creepy about that?
It's a good film as well, but I just mean... And it's directed by a woman, so I don't think it was like shot in a creepy, pervy way. Yeah,
but you made it sound creepy and pervy, so the fact that it was directed by a woman was irrelevant in that situation.
Look, I'm trying to dig myself out and you're just kicking me back into the hole. Scarlett Johansson also rocks like the Black Widow leather really well.
Yeah, you're going back into creepy territory. But yeah, she has got like the perfect hourglass body.
That's what I was essentially saying.
If I didn't eat so much crap, I would love to have, but I love food more than I love the idea of having an hourglass.
And you're quite short.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could do it, but like I think because you're short, the food that you love
goes to all the wrong places.
Yeah, more quickly than if you were taller.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm trying to,
Yes. Let's move on.
But the voice as well.
Yeah.
So
again, she's got that gravelly voice that I really wish I had.
Right.
Maybe I should have just smoked a fuck ton of cigarettes.
No, that's not a good idea.
No.
But here's the thing. So there's a movie called Her.
Yes, there is.
And she is literally just a voice in it.
I know it.
And I still fall in love with her, like her character in that movie.
You do. That's the idea, though, isn't it? Like that movie, the idea is to fall in love with that character. Even
but I don't think it would have worked without that voice.
No, that's what I mean. I think it worked really well because of her and her doing that voice. Because her voice is like, it's gravelly, but it's also quite soft.
Yeah.
And quite friendly, and I love her.
Can I have permission to be creepy for like 10 seconds?
Sure.
So this one is going out there to anyone else that likes Scarlett Johansson. A little hot tip. If you want to see everything, and I mean everything, a movie called Under the Skin, you see everything. Anyway, that was it. Creepiness done.
I don't think it is.
On to my number 1.
Yes.
So this is it. If you know me, you know this is my number 1.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed for a long, long time.
No, which surprises me.
Zac Efron.
Oh no, you ruined it.
No, he's to be fair, it's a joint number one.
Yeah, I know.
So Zac Efron, because he's got abs for days.
He has got abs for days.
Like, how can you not like Zac Efron?
I like Zac Efron, but I think I actually prefer his personality to all his abs.
Yeah.
The fact that he can take the piss out of himself and that sort of thing is much more attractive than having like a million abs.
Yeah, but the abs is also cool. Like he's got a few too many now. He needs
to just tone it down.
His
bring
peak
it down
was
a bit.
probably the first Bad Neighbours film.
Yes, I was on board with that, and then he took it too far.
Yeah, Baywatch was maybe a bit too far.
It's when it gets veiny that I'm a bit like...
I don't mind. Anyway, Zac Efron is just... He's funny, he's lovely. I would love just a little cuddle with him.
Just a spoon.
Just a little... Yeah, I'll be the little spoon. Efron, yeah. So, and then my other number one, because I've got two.
Yeah.
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page.
Is that the one that you don't really get?
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't get it. I don't
know.
It's Canadian?
Yeah, she's Canadian. She's pretty.
Yeah.
I just think there's more...
I've had a crush on her since I was probably
this is what I think it is. I think
15,
it's like
16.
Nostalgia, rose tits. See, the person that I fancy for a long time is disgusting to me now.
Yeah, I know who that is. Johnny
Depp.
Yeah. You don't like it when I start hitting women, allegedly. No. Is it allegedly or was it proven?
I think it was proven, possibly.
But just in case, we'll say allegedly.
Yeah, and because he was quite clearly abusing drugs and
there is
stuff like
one
that.
other really weird thing about that also ties into the weird thing about how most of yours are really older than you.
Oh no! What's the other thing?
Well, when's his birthday?
It's the same day and year as my dad. So my
Someone's
dad is
got
exactly the same age as my dad.
Someone's got daddy issues, which is becoming apparent with this list and the number one.
It just, some older men are just more attractive.
Well, I think you're so I think for you...
Johnny Depp is no longer attractive.
No.
So we're clear on that.
But for you, when you think about it, you spend so long looking after me that when you have these flights of fancy with these famous men, it must be nice
they know how to look after themselves.
Yeah, part of the fantasy must be that they're older and therefore can look after you.
Yeah.
But anyway...
That takes us really nicely into...
I haven't talked about Ellen Page enough.
Oh, sorry. Go on. Talk about Ellen Page some more and how she's now a lesbian.
The movie Super, she's so good in that.
She is. That is a really good
It also
film.
broke my heart because what they do to her character in that, and no one should have to see...
But watch that.
No one should have to see someone that they love have that happen to them.
No.
But yeah, I think just honestly, Ellen Page is delightful, and
I think she's cute.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think there's a lot of if we're going to be honest, sexy women on my list.
Yes.
But I think Ellen Page and Emilia Clarke would kind of almost transcend sexy into this new category of just pure love.
He's in love.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a lesbian now, so that kind of shot that in its arse.
What was that expression?
I think Juno was the one where a lot of people was wising up to her, but I was on the Ellen Page train way before Juno.
Yeah, you were. You're just obsessed with her. She's good in
Inception.
Hard Candy was what I was thinking of. She's very good in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is also good in Inception.
And I think not only does she look cute and everything, but just amazing actress.
She is. She also looks quite young though, which
but not too young. Not
young.
Not like Maisie Williams.
No.
That's
I would be a bit freaked out if you were
she's
oh my god, Maisie Williams.
She's 18, 19 now, but still looks like 12 or something, and I'm
not
not about
that age, yeah.
Whereas Ellen Page probably just looks early 20s, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so that's your bit about Ellen Page?
Yeah, I'm done. That's my top 10.
So my number one,
yeah.
You know who my number one is. You don't need to get...
There's so much weirdness tied into this. There's so many issues for us to just sort of unravel here.
My number one is the one and only Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
All right. So a couple of questions about this. Before you go into why he's your number one, just a couple of things I want us to think about.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
Daddy issues. His age.
I don't have daddy issues.
No, but his age.
I'm just... have to, like you said, I have to deal with this toddler over here all the time. So maybe I'm more attractive to older men because then maybe one day I'll get the chance to be with a man who looks after me rather than the other way around.
Yeah. So there's that first thing where he is just like way too old for you. The second thing,
I wouldn't kick him out of bed.
Now who's sounding creepy? And here's the other thing, right? This is something that's worth pointing out.
Yeah.
You can probably get away with that without it sounding too creepy. I don't know why I can't.
I don't know, it probably is still a bit creepy if you start analysing the age difference.
The second thing, what's the kind of thing that you first really noticed Jeffrey Dean Morgan in?
You know the answer.
Yeah, no, I know. I know.
So I wasn't really aware of Jeffrey Dean Morgan until The Walking Dead.
And what type of character does he play in that?
He plays an absolute psychopath.
And what's your reaction to him when he's being an absolute psychopath?
He's so hot. So hot.
This is worrying. Like, if anyone's seen The Walking Dead, just imagine the first episode where you see him and just the whole atmosphere of that and the whole context of when you first see him.
And my ovaries exploding. Because I also love the character in the comics as well.
Which is also weird.
Yeah, everybody loves Negan. Come on.
Yeah, but they're not like attracted to him.
No, well, I wasn't attracted to him in the comic, but then they had to go and hire a really hot actor to play him, and it was confusing.
I don't think you were confused at any point.
Confused.
You were just like, I'm on board with this.
But I need to watch other stuff with him in.
Yeah, you need to watch Watchmen because that was directed by your favourite director, Zack Snyder.
I hate Zack Snyder.
But he's in like, I don't know what it's called. It's like The Good Wife or something like that,
yeah,
or The Good American or something.
It's The Good Wife.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more interested in seeing him in Supernatural.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I think Supernatural's probably more up my street, potentially.
Just for anyone that's not aware, how old is he?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, well, bear with us.
Keep them entertained.
I was just shuffling in my seat. Yeah, so I'm hoping that you're kind of on my side with this, in that the reasons for liking him, like if you just take it on pure face value, I get it. But then when you start adding the context to this, it's a bit odd.
He's just a hot guy.
Who is how old?
Who is 51 years old.
And just for the record, you are
27 years old.
So no issues there, apparently.
Age is just a number.
I mean, I feel like a lot of mine are within a like 5 to 10 year age. There just
aren't, and like I have thought about it. There just aren't a lot of attractive younger men. There aren't.
There's a hell of a lot.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt could have potentially made it onto a longer list.
Yeah, I'm shocked he wasn't on your list.
No, he's not in the top 5.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's not overly young either, really. I mean, he's younger than Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but...
Aaron Paul?
Yeah, he would have made a longer list. This was my top 5. No. I like The Rock, but
Vin Diesel?
No, neither of them are celebrity crushes.
Jason Statham?
No.
Jason Bateman?
No. He makes me laugh.
Tom Hanks?
No.
He's old.
Stop naming actors.
I'm naming old ones now. Ian McKellen.
Oh, yes.
As Gandalf, specifically. He needs that big beard.
I don't know what it is about... Because, most of the people on my list are also dog lovers, which makes them more attractive. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I don't know whether Andrew Lincoln is, but I think the other 4... have dogs.
Norman Reedus, he's not on your list. He's a bit younger.
Under all the hair, he's not that good looking.
Wow.
That's just my personal opinion, and I feel like we should caveat all of this with this is just our personal opinion.
Yeah, especially when you're mean to these people who are just trying to do their jobs.
The CulturePopAGoGo I listened to recently.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When Amanda's family were just ripping into Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, that was mostly Amanda's sister.
Yeah.
But yeah. That was
funny though.
That was a lot of meanness there.
Yeah, we've been fairly pleasant.
Yeah, comparatively. But I mean,
No, like Norman Reedus isn't attractive, but Daryl Dixon
he is attractive. He's got a little bit of a weasel face.
Yeah.
But that's...
What do you mean now?
I'm not saying, like, it's okay for me to say that, because we could be, like, bro buddies, so it wouldn't matter.
What the fuck is a bro buddy?
I don't even know.
No, I don't know what you're on about. Anyway, those are our celebrity crushes, I guess.
Thanks for watching. Bye. How can they find us? They
can find us on Twitter by searching for wontgrowuppod.
Yeah.
On YouTube, which should be where you are watching this anyway. But
hopefully.
If not, it's if you just search for Won't Grow Up Podcast, we come up. And you can email us at wontgrowuppod@gmail.com if you want to send us any suggestions,
Have we had any emails or tweets or anything?
No.
Cool.
Early days, we've got like 24 followers on Twitter. So, you know.
Early days.
It's a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was episode 3.
This was episode 3, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Mate, sweating balls over it.
Oh, me too, mate.